Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the mattress stitch to seam up Tunisian knit fabric when you've changed colors every other row. It actually lends itself to a much more invisible seam than just a solid color. So in this case, we are going to pick up both loops from the left side. And in this case, we're going to pick up just one loop from the right side, but it's actually behind the fabric. It's actually the strand of yarn that's being carried up the fabric as you change color. So our yarn exited on this side, right over here. So now we're going to pick up a loop over here on this side. The last loop I picked up was green, so I'm going to now pick up purple. So I'm just going to insert my needle right underneath the purple loop. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the other side and I'm going to pick up both loops. And I'm going to just insert my needle this way and pull it up this way so that I have this horizontal bar right underneath or right above my needle. And I'm going to draw through my yarn. And now I'm going to come back to the other side and pick up this green loop. And this green loop is what was carried as I changed color. I'm going to go back to this side, insert my hook or my needle underneath. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick up this purple loop. And I'm going to continue in that fashion until I reach the end or whichever one. Just so that you can see one more time, I'm going to insert my needle through the fabric and underneath this vertical bar. That ensures that I'm picking up both of these rows right here. And on this side, I'm picking up this loop, this one right here, just so you can see these are the edges of that row, but I'm actually going to pick up the loop that's behind it right here. And I'll just do one more, and then I'll pull it tight. Okay, now I'm going to pull this. By just pulling on this thread, it'll actually tighten up these laces, so to speak. Okay, if I pull too tight, I'm going to gather the whole fabric. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pull it back so that it's nice and even gauge, even tension. And now let's see what that looks like. Okay, there's my seam right there, although it's barely visible, and that's just because I picked up that loop that was behind it. So make sure you can see it. And that is how you can use an alternative version of the mattress stitch for seaming together something with color change every other row.